What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. This your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old land, and I'm back at y'all with another video. But before we get started, if you happen to be new to the channel, you want to become a member of the Hoodlum Gang, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend, hit that notification bell, go on over to IG and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood, and holler at me from time to time. Not too much, some of y'all be tripping, but I'm gonna make this quick. Y'all see the title, and I felt it was necessary to speak on this because we've been seeing a lot of peace talks or ceasefire talks going on, and I haven't really spoke too much on it. I think I kind of acknowledged it a little bit, but I wanted to make more of a video pertaining to it because I think it plays a major part in where things are headed here in Southern California. Now, you know that there's been a lot of peace talks and ceasefires out in LA, and you know, it's going to spread to the rest of Southern California. So I was asked this question when I did the podcast on with Hindu Unplugged. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. If you did, I appreciate y'all. If you haven't, go check it out. And I was asked, do I think it'll ever be peace? And I said no. But anything's possible. Like I said, LA does lead the way on a lot of this stuff, whether people want to admit it or not. So it's possible. Now, there's things that I've been seeing that makes me believe that Southern California could go in this route, in this direction. For one, you got certain people saying that there is no peace. You got certain people still going to people's hoods, trying to antagonize their rivals and kick up some dust because they don't want to see peace. Also, I was watching an interview yesterday with S. Wiggins. Shout out S. Wiggins. And I think he was over in the low bottoms with the 30 Pirus and the Outlaw 20 Bloods. And they said something real interesting. One of the dudes said, we got black peace right now. Black peace only. And then when you add in the whole situation with the T-Flats defacing the mural in Compton, even though they specifically kept it gangbanging and not racial. Well, let me go back to the S. Wiggins interview first. On the S. Wiggins interview, I don't know if they did something when they was hitting up on the wall, but S. Wiggins had edited out and put up like a little disclaimer, like, I chose to edit this part out so, you know, to keep the peace going, so there is no nobody feel disrespected, basically, and there is no uproar, and somebody might want to come through and retaliate. But like I said, after that part, one of the dudes said we got black peace right now in the low bottoms. So obviously there was a slip up in whatever the graffiti was on the wall. Now the whole T-Flat situation, they did their thing as far as defacing the Kendrick Lamar mural. And I think there was a video being played where you could tell it was Ayatollah Marv. That's his voice. And he's saying they coming through and they disrespecting and they writing FN words on the wall, whatever the case is. I think he was more so referring to in the past, because I didn't see that on the mural. They specifically kept it gangbanging on that mural, but they do have a history of doing that. I don't know if he's seen that somewhere else in Compton recently, and that just wasn't put out there to the public, or like I said, if he was just going off of the past. Now, if y'all don't know this, not to get too much into their politics, but they actually are supposed to have like a ceasefire too. And when I say they, I'm talking about Southern California Hispanic gangs. Now, I don't know, but I'm quite sure they could still, get down. They still, crossing each other out, going to each other. They still disrespecting each other. But as far as the gunplay, they ain't supposed to be doing that. So when you got all of these troubled youths and these members of these certain organizations, certain communities, factions, whatever the case, they have a lot of anger. They have a lot of built up tension inside of them. And if everybody's telling them that they can't do what they want to do as far as the banging goes, if the Hispanics are supposed to be having a ceasefire and the blacks in a lot of places are supposed to be having a ceasefire, then where do you direct that anger towards? If the Crips can't go at it with other Crips and they can't go at it with the Bloods, not to say that obviously all these gangs don't have ceasefires, but it seems like every day these gangs is squashing it, and you know what I mean? It seems like every day it's catching fire. Like I said, it's gonna spread. So you got all these gang members with all this animosity that they don't have nothing to do with it no more. There's nowhere to take it out on. I feel like there's a few things that's going to happen. Because obviously you have people not all on board with ending the beefs. This could create internal wars. This could, and when I say internal, I mean within your own hood. This could create new wars with gangs that were once allies. If you squash it with, historic enemies, you might start going at it with people that you was once cool with. This could create a racial war, because it's not really off limits with the other race. It's supposed to be off limits with yours to a certain extent. And my final theory is Southern California may possibly turn into Northern California. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video a while back, a few months back. I don't know if it was earlier this year or late last year. And it was the difference between Southern California and Northern California. And I told y'all how in Northern California, they have created a lot of cliques. People are still from their hood, but they banging cliques. And they're putting the clique over the gang. So it don't matter if I'm from this hood and you from that hood, but we from the same clique. And that's what I think is possibly going to happen. And let's say it don't turn into a racial war. You got a lot of black hoods that's kind of on good terms with Hispanic hoods nowadays. So if you got a Crip gang, another Crip gang, and they used to be rivals, throw a Blood gang in there, or two, or three. Throw a Hispanic gang in there, or two, or three, and they form a clique. Don't you think that the clique will start to supersede the traditional gangs? If y'all getting money together, y'all messing with females, y'all whatever, y'all banging this little clique. You got somebody else banging another clique. You got little cliques starting to form because the tension. I'm not saying this is gonna happen overnight. I'm talking about this could be 5-10 years from now, when there ain't been no bloodshed between these gangs. So now it's like you got a whole new generation coming through who if the ceasefire start in 2024, by 2030, these niggas don't hate these niggas no more, because they jumped off the porch not warring with them, and they go to school with them. So then they create their cliques, and it's gonna be a bunch of young niggas with switches, and they ain't got nowhere to take out their animosity and anger. And now they don't have to listen to these older niggas, because these older niggas are not from that clique. These older niggas are from the traditional gang that's involved in ceasefires and peace treaties. So these young niggas create a little clique at school or something like that, and then they start rebelling against the traditional gangs. You can't tell these little niggas nothing, because they are a part of a different faction. And they might even take over some hoods. Start going to war, because this is what they want to do. It's just a theory. All the gangbanging is not going to die. And I know people gonna say, well, if you got a problem, you could just get down. Like back in the day, take it. Respectfully, y'all didn't have switches in the 70s. I'm just saying, this new generation and the influence and the rap music and the social media and all this stuff going on. It's just a theory of mine. I think it's gonna get real interesting out here in Southern California. And I do think that Southern California probably will become a lot like Northern California, with these cliques and these different gangs clicking up and putting that over the gang. Because you already see the rebellious mindset and behavior with people in the middle of these peace talks, people going through other people's hoods and doing things to stir the pot. You don't think there's going to be certain individuals from these neighborhoods that's going to be like, man, fuck what they on. Even if it's 10 of them. Even if it's 5 of them. You go get 5, 10 niggas from that hood. You go get 20 niggas from that hood. You get 6 niggas from over here. Now y'all got a new super clique. I don't know, man. It's just something to think about. When you come from these places where they just traditionally, for 40, 50 years, are used to gangbanging, that type of thing don't go away overnight. But that's my video, man. That's just, you know, something that I was thinking about. I wanted to get it to y'all yesterday, but I had some things going on. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Will Southern California turn into Northern California? Will it be a race war? Will there be a lot of internal conflict? Will old allies turn into rivals? You never know. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end, man. That's my video. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below.